Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem, Rekah HaKodash. Double honor to the other apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, also known as GMS. And salutation to the Most High's men in the four corners of the earth that are pushing His word of sincerity and truth. And Shalom to the sisters that support and subscribe wholeheartedly to the message of deliverance and salvation of Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. This is your brother, Young Unit of GMS in Mississippi, with an intrinsic topic going into who much is given, much is required. Because oftentimes individuals desire to have a higher estate, desire to have a higher position, desire to have a certain level of increased responsibility and increased tangible things and increased knowledgeable things. But all of that comes along with the price. The Most High gave you abundance and increase in things, whether it's material things, whether it's money, whether it's your so-called heart's desires. Would that make or break you? Would that build you up, or would that destroy you and break you down? If the Most High gave you an abundance and a plethora of wisdom, would that puff you up, or would that make you humble? So I say all that to bring in a point to what the gifts that the Most High gives you, those are your specific gifts. And with those gifts, you have to have a certain level of etiquette and responsibility to where you handle those responsibly, to where the Most High may continue to increase you, and where He may continue to bless you accordingly. Right? Because as the scripture goes into, if you're not beneficial or profitable with little, how can you be over much? And that's exactly how, when it comes to balancing and measuring to whom much is given, much is required. And we can get a Bible verse here in the book of Romans 14:12. It says, "So then every one of us shall give account of himself to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai." According to what? According to your measure, according to your gifts, according to what's been granted unto you. And it doesn't matter if it's great or if it's small. Everything's going to be held in the balance of things, and you have to give account to those. And that's why your gift that was granted from on high is truly what benefits you. But going through oppression, going through heartache, going through adversity, going through affliction, and oftentimes you really just want to be completely over it. You want to go off into the wilderness by yourself and just not have to worry about the so-called cares of this world and the responsibilities of this world, and ultimately those gifts that were given unto you of this world. Like, just forget, just want to throw the whole bucket away. But ultimately being honorable and gracious and appreciative of those particular gifts. We really have to stand on our Father's business, in which our Father's business was given unto Yahweh Shai, and He's about His Father's business. So therefore, we have to operate accordingly as well and be about Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai's business, knowing that the gifts that He has given unto us are those same gifts that you look at on a carnal level. When you go into a job and you go into orientation, you go into training in a classroom setting, you go into on-the-job training, and then you have your one-on-one or your auditing, to where you're being weighed in the balance of things as far as performance is concerned. And that accountability is going to return back unto us, as the scripture states, that every man's deeds shall be judged, they shall be measured. Whatever deed they may be, whether they be good or whether they be evil. But to whom much is given, much is required. And people really truly don't understand the individual aspect of that. Why? Because every way of man is right in his own eyes. So, and I keep quoting it because it's just heavy upon the spirit. To whom much is given, much is required. Those aren't average people. When the Most High has given you a lot of things to where your head is almost feels like that it's underwater, when you feel like the challenges are unbearable, when you feel like you're back against the corner in the boxing match and you have no defense, but ultimately you have to take a look at and question, are you absorbing all the blows? If your back is in the corner and you're being struck repeatedly, it sounds like you're still on your feet. When things become overwhelming, you have an abundance of anxiety inside of you, it sounds like you're still crying out and thinking upon Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I'm not the smartest man in the world, but to me it sounds like you're still in the fight. And yes, to whom much is given, much is required. But it seems like you're handling it. It seems like you're balancing it. It seems like that you're taking all of it in, even though it may not be the most comfortable. It's the book of Matthew chapter 25 and 29. For unto every one that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. Because we're in this thing for one reason and one reason only, to obtain salvation and favor in the sight and the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That no man may take our crown. That no man may take your crown. I'm going to speak unto you, because that's what's important. Fighting for the masteries unto the end. Those that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So we cast all the burdens, we cast all the cares, and we give them unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because we have those burdens, and we have those cares, and we have those thoughts of man, what am I going to do? Oh man, how am I going to figure this out? Like, man, I need some help. We have those because we're juggling being spiritual. You're juggling being spiritual and juggling handling the affairs of a captivity. That's not the easiest thing to do. Not one bit. But you're able to do it. And you're able to constantly fight as one that beateth not the air. Why? Because you have your eye on the prize, and that eye is single. The eye may have a few distractions. The eye may get some dust in it. Satan, someone may play a little dirty and kick up some dust, kick up some sand, throw it in your eye, but your eye's still single. And we're not fighting blindly. We're not worshiping Yahweh Shem Yahushua blindly. We're serving him with intention. So whether you feel as though you're small and you're insignificant, you're actually grateful, Because the average individual can't go through what you've gone through. He can't walk through what you've walked through. They can't handle the persecutions that you've been persecuted with and by. They can't handle the heartbreak that you've gone through. They can't handle the situations and the positions of difficulty that you've managed to make look easy. You sound like a hell of a person to me. And if you're able to satisfy the spiritual eye and the spiritual ear here on planet Earth, the angels will definitely be marveling at you. Walking through this thing as a juggernaut and being content and being happy with the conditions and the estates that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai puts you through, because you know it's for your good and not for your hurt. Now this is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 48. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with. Let me start over. It says, but he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. And that's the point. I'm Aratazah, you edified. Until next time, I say shalom.